There are places built for speed. There are games built for history. And once in a while, those two worlds collide. Under the shadow of revving engines and the glare of stadium lights, destiny traced a new line across America's favorite pastime. In the summer of 2025, on a racetrack carved in the Appalachian Mountains, a centuries-old sport rewrote its own story. The Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great coliseum, shed its rubber-streaked past to welcome a new kind of thunder, the crack of bats, the rhythm of mitts, and the roar of a record-setting crowd. This is not just a story about a baseball game. It's about defiance, imagination, and what happens when tradition refuses to stay in its lane.
Welcome everyone to Bristol Motor Speedway in beautiful Bristol, Tennessee. I can honestly say this is the first time I've been live from a racetrack.
And I'll tell you, 18 years of covering racing here, I've never seen this facility look like this. We're bringing Major League Baseball and auto racing together. And who wins, Greg? The fans win. This venue has proven there's nothing they can't do. We've hosted football games here, concerts, monster trucks, and now a new event. It's Bristol, baby, and it's unlike anywhere else.
America's favorite pastime will be coming here next August. Officials say the Braves will face the Reds on this NASCAR racetrack. The two teams will travel about 300 miles from their home states to play at the Speedway.
A lot of people around Major League sports that have some really cool ideas, and Major League Baseball has done that over the last few years, whether it's in the cornfields in Iowa, whether it's in Birmingham, Alabama, and now it's going to be here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
We can bring that product to places like Tennessee, where it's very baseball rich, but they don't have the opportunity to see a Major League team all the time.
A lot of people will actually be surprised how big Bristol Motor Speedway actually is. There's plenty of room here for a baseball field. You can see I'm walking down the first base line right now. The biggest challenge is going to be some of the other obstacles in the way.
Portions of the Goodyear building out in right field where the alley is, it's right now it's a little short, so we're going to scoot that back to get us to 375, so half that building comes out. The lower pit walls, 300 feet on one side and 400 feet on the other side come out, and then some of the high wall down the first base side comes out as well.
You know, when we look at the planning stage and what we need to do, it's not so much the lead in and the field build, it's the tear out and getting back to a NASCAR track.
When we have these global sports events, the world sees what we know here in Tennessee. You bring together what is a very important spot in Tennessee to a very important event, which is a Major League Baseball game. Like, history will be made right here. And that's what these special games are about, history.
The Battle of Bristol was the biggest college football game ever. Now, the Bristol Motor Speedway has a chance to top that with a Major League Baseball game, and I will have that detail for you coming up. You got one more inning? You want another one?
Good morning, and thanks for having us, and thanks for being here today. Excited to share additional information about the 2025 MLB Speedway Classic. It'll be the first time an American League or National League team plays a MLB game in the state of Tennessee, which is something we're very excited about. And with about 6 weeks underway, you can see that construction is happening.
This is just one of those conversations that came together years ago on what if we could bring baseball, NASCAR, music all together for one. They all have deep roots here, and we were thrilled to be able to use this stage to showcase this region to the sports world once again.
We're also giving fans opportunities to have the stuff that we're going to have in the fan zone, to have this concert before the game, and really make it a whole day here at Bristol. That you're getting the baseball game at 7 o'clock, but before you get to the baseball game, there's food, there's music, there's ways to play the game, and these are all things that are part of coming to a big MLB event.
We're here at the Bristol Motor Speedway's MLB Speedway Classic. Okay.
This is the place to make that happen, and really looking forward to seeing the fans' faces and
entertainment they're going to get through that weekend and how they're going to enjoy that. It's going to be really rewarding from our standpoint because we work for the fans, and seeing what we did was actually part of and gave them that entertainment and life experience that they're going to remember and talk about 10 years from now.
This one's a natural, being able to be kind of in the middle, kind of like we were for UT versus Virginia Tech, being Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds and kind of meeting in the middle. It really has worked well and come together from the beginning.
There are only 33 days from today before we hand over to operations, and right after the game, only a couple of weeks before we need to give it back to the Speedway so they can prepare for the September race. So everything is an hour-by-hour schedule, and it is sequenced very tightly. On the infield, we will bring in temporary structures and create 2 clubhouses, one for each team, and it will be fitted so that it's exactly what they would expect in a ballpark, with all of the lockers, wet areas, training spaces, coaching offices, and all of the infrastructure they expect.
The AstroTurf was the selected product for the field install. Initially, we wanted to do natural grass, right? But it worked out at the end. I think after this event's over, the AstroTurf itself was going to roll up. It's going to go to ETSU as a donation.
Good job.
And when they come out here to Bristol Motor Speedway, they're going to see the finished product, and we'll hopefully be able to tell them the story of how we got to that finished product, which is going to be pretty incredible.
Never been that I'm aware of. I could be wrong. A baseball game played in a racetrack, and we're better to do that at the last Coliseum.
Yesterday, Major League Baseball unveiled the uniforms for the Speedway Classic next month. The Braves uniforms got some touches of motorsport design. Jersey numbers, they're very similar to race car numbers, and the Braves hats will actually have flames on them, while the Reds, who they're playing, Cincinnati, they will have checkered racing flags.
T-minus 5 days until Major League Baseball makes history here in Tennessee. On Saturday, the Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds take over Bristol Motor Speedway, and video shows the transformation from racetrack to ball field. The Reds will be considered the home team. First pitch is set for 7:15 Saturday.
If the show wasn't star-studded enough, Mr. Worldwide is joining Tim McGraw at Bristol Motor Speedway pregame concert.
The league announced today Saturday's game will break the all-time regular season single game attendance record. More than 85,000 tickets sold so far. The previous attendance record of just over 84,000, that was set in September of 1954.
Wow.
That was when Cleveland hosted the New York Yankees. As for Saturday's game, people from all 50 states, Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and 9 countries and 4 continents, they've purchased tickets to the game.
We just wanted to create a fun environment. When we came here for the night race in September, we saw how much energy the place had. They had the music going. Fans were camping out in the parking lots and then made their way to their fan zone. So we really wanted to create that atmosphere to allow fans to create that energy here. And then once they go inside, there'll be another set of energy. So we're setting the tone outside first, and then we're going to gravitate inside, and that'll be the next chapter of the fun energy that's going to take place here at the Speedway Classic. We're a global sport. It's a global game. People are going to come here from everywhere around the world just to come here to the Speedway Classic. So I think we have to tailor to every single person. And when we're going through the thought process of building things out, we want to make sure we have something for kids. We want to make sure we have something for the adults, something for people who are into enjoying music. So we want, again, putting all of that all together is something that we wanted to create for the environment. I love the legacy walk. I think seeing the history of the game, we certainly got to keep the legacy alive of the players and to showcase that front and center for fans to understand who Greg Maddux is, who Ken Griffey Jr. is a great opportunity for the younger fans to understand who they are and then compare them to the current players.
We're here to create wonderful memories for folks. Exceed expectations is our motto, and that's certainly what we want to do. These things are hard to do. They're complicated, lots of moving pieces and parts, and they take years worth of planning to make sure that you execute the right way. So we're thrilled to be able to welcome folks here and make history on Saturday night. I think this continues us down that path of clearly being a facility that if folks want to have one of the largest events in the world in their genre, that we're going to be in that conversation. If this can help the path of getting Major League Baseball ultimately with the team in the state of Tennessee, we would love it. Economic impact of tourism is huge, and it's real dollars. It's people that come here, leave their money, and then they go back home. We love that.
Boomer Shines, how can I help you?
We're having little staffing issues because everybody wants to go and be a part of baseball history, you know. We've overstocked. We're hoping to sell as many as we can, of course, but you know, we're here and we're going to be doing what we can do. I think all the local businesses will be doing well. We all go out to welcome the fans. You know, we try to go all out and make it, community friendly. You know, East Tennessee's a real friendly community. We like rolling the carpet out for our customers.
Tomorrow, the Atlanta Braves and the Cincinnati Reds will play a regular season game inside Bristol Motor Speedway.
I'm literally standing on the finish line right now, and you know what? This place is typically all about speed, nicknamed the world's fastest half mile, and typically on race day, cars push more than 100 miles per hour, but in a matter of weeks, we saw a dramatic transformation as this track pushed to all things baseball. The countdown is on to this historic game. I mean, what does the final hours look like for you right now?
Well, we're thrilled. It's finally here. Finishing touches and then getting ready for a lot of our closest friends to come over and set a record with us on Saturday night.
So when you show up at Bristol Motor Speedway, you have to perform like a gladiator.
It means everything. I mean, this is our getaway for the weekend.
That's right. All the kids are at home.
That's right.
It's massive.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's cool.
Unbelievable. Awesome.
Yeah. Glad we made it.
Yeah.
Glad it was an opportunity to come see it.
It's huge. And this, in like a couple hours, it's going to be filled with fans. And it's just going to be an amazing experience.
It's going to be electric. I've never been in a NASCAR stadium, and this is bigger than anything I've ever seen. And I can imagine all these people it's going to make it crazy.
Just the fact that we were here and we got to be a part of something this big and massive. It's awesome.
There's going to be a lot of people here, and we're just glad we're one of them.
Part of Tennessee history.
Growing up a lifelong Braves fan, and then being, we live 15 minutes away from here, so actually being able to get over here and be a part of it, and especially when you have ties with family being from Georgia and being Braves fans, it means a lot.
Oh, just the memories, honestly.
Yeah, memories.
Especially,
Yeah, we're
little munchkin on the way, so definitely the memories.
Absolutely.
His first game.
Predictions for tonight.
Reds 6, Braves 4.
Okay.
And he's wearing
I like it. He's wearing a Braves. I like it. I like that. 6-3 Reds.
I'm going to go 5-4 Reds in 11. Braves 6, Cincy 3.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Red's going to win by, they're going to walk it off.
We got some of the best fans out there. A fan base that shows up every single night, especially at home, but like you said, on the road, it feels like we're playing some home games too. My first thought, I can't believe they did all this for one game. It's to be able to set all this up, get a playing surface ready, set the stands up, it's pretty incredible. Clubhouses, all the little things go into it. So, it looks like MLB has done a good job, and give baseball fans a little special experience.
When we arrived on the buses from the outside, it's huge. Like that it's big. When you get outside to the field, it's actually pretty cool the way the stands kind of all face in the ones they're using. It looks pretty cool.
I started my career here in Kingsport. So, I forgot how beautiful this country is. Just driving in yesterday and today, and just looking at out the hotel, and it's pretty special here. Oh, I'm sure it'll be very loud. I know they got earplugs in there and a big bag in the clubhouse. They're going to be as excited as we are and as the players are to play in front of that many people. I think it's going to be a great experience for the fans and the players to experience something like this. It's a first of anything like this to happen, so I think it's really cool to be a part of it.
As I get older, I'll try to enjoy it more because I've not been very good at stuff like that. I get so caught up in we got to win tonight, and that's why we're here. but it's a pretty cool event. And I know there's a ton of interest. I've been really surprised how many like texts and calls like, hey, I got friends going to be there, or, you know, I'm going to be there. So like I said, we'll do it with a smile.
I think Major League Baseball does a great job at this, and you know, can't be easy to throw something like this together. It's a big event and a big deal, and you know, hopefully, I hope the rain stays away so we can get on the field.
We have two of the greatest players in baseball history here, Hall of Famers Chipper Jones and Johnny Bench. We just wanted to show everybody what the two clubs will be playing for tonight. So Chipper and Johnny, if you want to do the honors.
All right.
There we go.
Really? This is what we'll be taking home? Because Chipper's not playing tonight as well.
We're just going to have one very special guest join the guys. So,
Hi,
Michael Waltrip.
Hey, Chipper.
Clipper, how are you?
How are you, bud?
Good to see you, brother. How you been?
Doing okay?
I'm well.
All right.
Me and Johnny wore matching pants.
Sit in here. Michael, what is this like to you? I mean, how many races did you have here?
Oh, I probably raced here 60 or 70 times, and I won a couple of races on Saturday, the minor leagues, if you will. And then one day I almost died off turn 2. I had a bad crash.
Is that where we are?
No, we're off turn 4.
Okay. All right.
But it's worth a Google, Johnny. This is just an event that I could not miss. I'm so proud of Bristol Motor Speedway, Marcus Smith, his team, my buddy Chipper Jones, all the MLB that are here, and all these stuffed people. This is
what am I, chopped liver?
Yeah.
What was supposed to be a big day in Bristol, unfortunately, the rain had other plans.
Well, it's a buzzkill. The tarp's coming on the field right before the teams are ready to take the field.
The first pitch was supposed to be thrown at 7 earlier this evening, but it didn't happen until around 9:40 p.m.
Finally, off we go in the Speedway Classic.
The Cincinnati Reds were able to lead by 1 over the Atlanta Braves before the rain stopped the game for good.
Well, Ken, we're going to suspend tonight's game. We'll be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock, resume.
Weather permitting, of course.
The rain wasn't the only thing to put a damper on the fan experience at the Speedway Classic, and they took to social media to air out their grievances. Fans said that merch stands ran out of gear, that they had to use Venmo to pay for parking, and that the Speedway even ran out of hot dog buns before the first pitch was even thrown. Thankfully, they also saw the humor of the situation, with fans like Mike Nesson posting, and to remedy the concession situation, fans were allowed to bring in outside food and beverages for the game on Sunday.
I'm outside Bristol Motor Speedway, where baseball fans are taking advantage of the iconic "It's Bristol Baby" sign. But if you ask anyone here, the rain won't keep them away from watching America's favorite pastime at one of the most iconic venues.
Well, I think, it certainly dampened a lot of spirits, but overall, I think people are still hopeful. And the reason why people come to these games, especially Braves fans, is because they're faithful.
You ready to do this again? I am ready. I'm telling you, I'm still fired up because last night was almost epic. You can't control the weather. Let's do it. Green flag again. Resumption.
After a rainy fall start on Saturday, baseball history was finally made in Bristol Sunday afternoon. For the first time ever, a Major League Baseball game was played at Bristol Motor Speedway and in the state of Tennessee. The delay didn't stop fans from coming out on Sunday. More than 91,000 people in attendance, breaking a 70-year-old record. Now, this game was the Eli White show, a 3-run homer to give the Braves a 3-2 lead, but he wasn't done there. He went yard again in the top of the 7th, and that would extend Atlanta's lead 4-2, and that's your final in Bristol. It took 2 days, but history was finally made.
For 2 days, Bristol became a cathedral of America's favorite pastime. Here, Players ran not just on bases, but on the dreams of a sport still capable of surprise. The 2025 MLB Speedway Classic wasn't perfect. It was chaotic. It was improbable. It was something special. And as the echoes of the game fade into the Appalachian Hills, we're reminded of the moment in time when baseball took the wheel at Bristol and drove straight into legend.